Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Cougar Sports Network for Day 3 here in Sauget, Illinois, as the Cougars look to get things started. Pitcher Wyatt McLaughlin working on the bump for the Cougars and quickly gets the first out of the day. Heart lob flying out to Cougars out in left field. A beautiful sunny day. Great day to play baseball as the Cougars quickly put one away. McLaughlin delivers that one a bit high for ball one. Thank you for joining me here on the Cougar Sports Network. My name is Kayla McLeod. I will be on the call with you all day today as McLaughlin gets Perez swinging there. Perez able to connect. Crater with the grab. Off-balance throw. Not in time. Perez is going to get the first hit of the day. Going to bring up the junior outfielder, Parker Knoll, here for the Vikings. McLaughlin looks over at first, something that we've seen the Cougars do a handful of times so far this season, actually successfully picked off 3 runners in last night's contest against North Park. So something that you can anticipate is going to happen quite a bit here today. As he checks back once more, Perez safely able to return to the bag. McLaughlin, the senior pitcher for the Cougars, making his first appearance of the season. Last year was a great arm for the Cougars. 11 appearances on the season. As he delivers that one in there for strike 2. McLaughlin once again checking on the runner over at first. Delivers that for strike 3. Wyatt McLaughlin, nice and easy, gets the second out for the Cougars. Vikings looking to get something going here as McLaughlin checks on Perez over at first once again. Dealing with just a little bit of technical difficulties up here in the booth today, but getting things up and running as McLaughlin delivers that one for a strike. McLaughlin checking once more over on Perez. At the plate for the Vikings, the senior outfielder, Jacob Karan, facing an 0-2 count here. As McLaughlin puts that in there for ball 1. Perez takes off down. The throw is not going to be good. Brandon Mahler making the throw down a tad high. Boswell able to keep it in front of him, though. That is Perez's first stolen base of the season. Swing and a miss. Wyatt McLaughlin gets the Cougars out of the inning in a timely fashion, and the Cougars are going to head into the bottom of the first with momentum on their side. We're going to take a short break here on the Cougar Sports Network, but don't go anywhere because we will be right back. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network for the bottom of the first, leading things off for the Cougars, Julio Cajigas. Cajigas having a great weekend with the Cougars, leading the squad, hitting 500 so far this season. That one is in there for strike one. On the mound for the Vikings, the senior right-handed pitcher, Eldon Santana, from Brooklyn, New York. Santana making his first appearance of the season for the Vikings, as Cajigas sends that one foul. Santana made 10 appearances last year for the Vikings, securing 3 wins on the season for himself. So he delivers that one upstairs for ball 2. Cajigas swing and a miss, strike out. First of the season for Santana, bringing up Tyler Dorsch for the Cougars. Dorsch, another big swinger for the Cougars, as he takes that one high for ball 1. First time the Cougars and Vikings are seeing each other this season. Both teams played each other last year in opening weekend. A 10-inning game that went in favor of the Cougars. Santana delivers that one for strike one. Dorsch able to connect, but sends it foul. This Vikings squad opened up their season 2-0 so far this weekend. On the flip side, Cougars falling 0-2. So Vikings looking to make it a trifecta of a weekend, while Cougars are just looking to get their first win of the season. Dorsch sends that one high. It's going to pop up. And seems like catcher Ben Gutowski was able to grab that. Bringing up Tyler Crater now for the Cougars. The way this press box is sitting made it a little difficult to see what happened there. But Vikings able to get 2 quick outs now. As Crater takes that for strike one. Crater connects, sends it over to Hartlob at short and able to complete the 3-up, 3-down inning. Vikings looking to keep momentum on their side as we're going to now head into the top of the second, still scoreless here. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the top of the second. Vikings leading things off with the junior infielder, William Polanco, as he takes strike one. A beautiful day here in Sauget, Illinois, sunny and 61. Little bit of wind blowing southwest, but not a cloud in the sky. A beautiful day for baseball. Not many people thought you'd be able to play baseball in Illinois in February, but here we are enjoying the sunshine as McLaughlin gets ready to deliver for ball 2. Full count now here. Looked like Polanco wanted to swing at that, but let it go as McLaughlin gets ready to deliver. Strike 3. Wyatt McLaughlin does it again. Picks up another strikeout here. His third already of the game. Gonna bring up Taylor Freeman for the Vikings, junior out of Missouri City, Texas. As McLaughlin delivers another strike. This Vikings roster, very diverse in terms of regions, seeing some people from all over the country. As Freeman's able to drop that into left field just over Crater's head. Thought about heading to second, but rounded first and stayed put as Cougars was able to quickly rope that one in. It's going to bring up Quinn Berglund here. Runner now on first. Berglund hitting .400 for the Vikings so far this season. 5 at-bats, picking up 2 hits as he takes strike 1. McLaughlin checking on Freeman over at first. Again, I said it earlier in the first inning, but that's something that pitching coach Matt Smith has been pretty consistent on calling. Cougars fairly successful at getting those pickoffs. So far this season, in the 2 games played, Freeman 1 for 2 on stolen bases. McLaughlin trying to make sure that number does not go up here as that ball is fouled back. .02 count now. That one is going to be popped up into right field. Right fielder Tyler Dorsch making a sliding attempt to get that ball. Can't quite rope it in. It's going to stay foul there. Still working with an 0-2 count. As McLaughlin checks on him once again, diving back to the bag. Freeman still safe. As he sends that outside for ball. ball 1. McLaughlin once again checking Freeman back over there. Not going anywhere. As that ball is hit deep into right center, but Tyler Dorsch sprinting his way over to make that grab. Keeping Freeman over at first. 2 outs now for the Cougars. It's going to bring up the catcher for this Vikings squad, William Zatowski. That one's in there for ball 1. Zatkowski, 1 hit in 3 at-bats so far this season. Only played in 1 of the 2 games for the Vikings. Getting his 2nd appearance here today. McLaughlin once again checking Freeman back at first. That one's outside for ball 3. 3-0 count now. Haven't seen this for McLaughlin yet this season. Stayed pretty on top of the count as Zatowski's going to get walked there. Runners now on first and second. Ben Gutowski at the plate for the Vikings now. Sophomore outfielder from Evanston, Illinois. McLaughlin gets him swinging there for strike 1. That ball is hit through the 6 hole. Players all advancing a base. Freeman thought about heading home, but Cougars able to get the ball in quickly and hold everybody where they were. Bases now loaded, 2 outs here. Back to the top of the lineup for the Vikings. Number 3, Tate Hartlob. So that one is in there for strike 1. That ball is in the dirt. Freeman's going to come home and safely does so. All runners advance. And the Vikings go up 1-0 here. That one misses once again. Still dealing with minor technical difficulties up here in the booth, so camera angles frozen at the moment. Apologize for the inconvenience. That one is in there for a strike. Hartlaub thought that it was ball 4. That one fouled back. We are back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Bases once again loaded here. McLaughlin walked the back here on the Cougar Sports Network here in the bottom of the second. Vikings lead the Cougars 1-0. Michael Kasich at the plate for the Cougars takes that for strike 1. Kasich, a top hitter for the Cougars, struggling to get going so far in this series. Still chasing his first hit of the season. Last year for the Cougars, he was hitting a .366. So he takes that one in there for strike 2. Swing and a miss there. Kasich is going to strike out, swinging for the first out of the inning. A quick 1 out now for the Vikings. Brandon Mahler at the plate takes that for strike 1. Mahler connects. That ball is going to get caught out in right. Mahler flying out for out number 2. Karan able to grab that. At the plate for the Cougars, number 19, Eli Hickman. Hickman making his first start this season. Taking that for strike 1. Hickman connects, sends it out into right for a base hit. Exactly what the Cougars needed here to get things going a little bit. Bring up the freshman Alejandro Munoz. First hit of the day for Eli Hickman. First hit of the day for the Cougars as Munoz fouls that one back. Hickman diving back, Santana checking him. Cougars trailing 1-0, looking to be a little bit aggressive on the base running as Hickman takes off. And that throw is in time. A fantastic throw down from Zatowski is able to get Hickman and close the inning here. Cougars a quick 3 outs. Gonna put the pressure back on the defensive end. We're gonna take a quick break here as we head into the top of the third. Vikings on top of the Cougars, 1-0. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Top of the third. Knoll at the plate for the Vikings. Takes that one off the bat. Knoll struck out in his first appearance of the day. The hands of Wyatt McLaughlin, who delivers a ball. Last season with the Vikings, Knoll hitting a .427, starting and appearing in all 36 games for the Vikings as he fouls that one off as well. That ball high for ball 2, and even 2-2 count now. Wyatt McLaughlin, one of the veteran pitchers here on this Cougar squad. lot of the pitchers for CUC, young guys, freshmen or transfers in their first season in the maroon and gold. So McLaughlin really the vet leading the way here as he gets him swinging, and that ball is going to drop out in left field, bounce off the wall. Noel's going to get a stand-up double on it. A well-placed ball. Cougars could not get there in time and quickly puts himself in scoring position. Jacob Karan back at the plate. Also struck out in his first at-bat of the day. So that one is in there for ball one. McLaughlin thrown 48 pitches so far in a little over 2 innings pitched. As he sends that, Noel's going to take off for third and safely and successfully steal. Mahler looked down but didn't make the throw. Runner even closer to scoring here. No outs. Karan half swinging. Officials say no swing, and a 3-0 count now. As McLaughlin delivers ball 4. Noel staying put on the bag. As head coach of the Cougars, Colin Connor's going to come out and have a quick word with his infield. We're going to take a quick break while he does that, but don't go anywhere as things continue to heat up here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Our name's Richard. Hey, Cougar fans. Thank you for tuning in to today's game. For more information on the baseball program, head to cucougars.com. We hope to see you at our next game. Roll, Cougars!
Back here in the top of the third, Vikings lead the Cougars 1-0. Runners on first and third, no outs. As McLaughlin checks Karan over at first. As that one is in there for strike one. McLaughlin already with 4 strikeouts on the day. Also allowing 4 hits. As once again checks the runner at first. Vikings already with a handful of stolen bases today, trying to minimize that as much as possible. as once again checks the runner. Swing and a miss there for Polanco. An 0-2 count now. As that one misses for ball one. Cougars really needing to lock down here on defense, still chasing the first out of the inning. Runners on first and third. That one is in there for strike three. Wyatt McLaughlin gets his 5th strikeout of the day. Like I was saying, that is exactly what you needed. The best way to keep the runners where they're at and stay away from scoring is to handle the batters at the plate. And McLaughlin able to do that, picks up the first out of the inning. That will bring up Taylor Freeman as he takes ball one. McLaughlin once again checking the runner over at first. Freeman ready at the plate. Runner's gonna go. The throw from Mahler overthrown, possibly taken by the wind. And Knoll is gonna score on that. A stolen bag there puts the Vikings up 2-0 over the Cougars. As that one misses for ball two. And that's another walk there for McLaughlin. Runners now on first and second. McLaughlin, as many strikeouts as walks here today. Quinn Berglund at the plate now. As that one misses for ball one. That one hit the corner of the plate to make things an even 1-1 count here. Vikings being aggressive on the base runner. Connects that, gets the out at second, and successfully turns the double play. A fantastic job there from the Cougars to get out of this inning with minimal damage. Cougars trailing 2-0 here, but a lot of game left to play, so we're going to take a quick break in between innings, and we'll be back for the bottom of the third. Back here for the bottom of the third, Alejandro Muñez, the batter for the Cougars, takes ball one. If you are just now joining us, thank you for being here on the Cougar Sports Network as a beautiful day for baseball here in Southern Illinois. That one is in there for strike one. Santana still working on the mound for the Vikings, doing a fantastic job so far as Muñez connects and drops that into right center. It's going to roll to the fence. He's rounding, heading for second, loses his helmet, but going to safely secure the stand-up double. A big-time hit for the freshman. Exactly what the Cougars needed to get things started here. Runner in scoring position now. Gonna bring up Yashawn Boswell, the second baseman for this Cougar squad. Looks to lay down a bunt and effectively moves runners into scoring position. Brings up the freshman outfielder, James Klopke Jr. 1 out now. Muñez over on third as that one hits for strike one. Klopke connects, sends it into right field. Muñez thought about tagging up, hesitated to go, ends up retreating back to the bag. Quickly now, 2 outs. Still scoreless here for the Cougars. Back to the top of the order, Julio Cajigas at the plate. He takes that one for ball one. A base hit here scores at least one. Starts to cut this 2-run deficit the Cougars found themselves in, down just a touch. As that one catches the corner of the plate for strike one. Cajigas struck out in his first at bat for the Cougars today. Looking to get his first hit. Been a stellar hitter for the Cougars this weekend, as that one is inside for ball three. Cajigas looking to stay alive here. Santana, the delivery, swing and a miss. Julio Cajigas with his second strikeout of the day, and Santana is going to fire up this Viking squad. Get things moving for them as the Cougars still scoreless here. Looking to get things going. We are going to take a break with them as the Cougars head back into the field. Don't go anywhere here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the top of the fourth. Cougars trail the Vikings 2-0. As Zatkowski fouls that one back. Vikings been doing a great job at the plate today. 4 hits on the day. As strike 3 gets the first out. Wyatt McLaughlin collecting these strikeouts. His 6th of the day so far. As Gutowski now at the plate takes that for ball 1. Gutowski 1 hit on the day in his first at-bat. As he sends that over to shortstop, Muñez bobbles it a little bit, but successfully able to grab it is Michael Kasich, and quickly the Cougars put 2 away. Vikings looking to get things going here in the top of the fourth. Hartlob at the plate. 2 outs. As he takes that for strike 1. Hartlob connects, sends that deep into left. Julio Cajigas unable to grab it. Ends up going all the way to the wall. Hartlob makes it to second. A stand-up double. Wind blowing out that direction a little bit, changing the direction of the ball as Julio Cajigas was unable to map it. Runner now on second. Perez at the plate for the Vikings. Perez 1 hit on the day so far. 1 strikeout as well as he takes that for ball 1. Vikings on their 3rd go-around in the lineup. Been finding big success from the bats as McLaughlin looks to pick off at second. That ball is going to slip through the hands of Boswell. Move the runner over to third. Hartlob now at third as that ball misses for ball 2. Pitch just inside. A quick ball 3, a 3-0 count now. 2 outs here. As McLaughlin delivers the strike. Keeps himself in this count here. Looking to work back as he delivers. That ball is going to go foul. Quickly, McLaughlin bringing in a full count now. Looking to end this inning with minimal damage here after Hartlaub able to get to third off that throw. As that one is in there for strike 3. Wyatt McLaughlin ecstatic about that. Gets the Cougars out of the inning. Recovers well, and we are heading to the bottom of the 4th. We've got ourselves an interesting ball game here, so make sure you stick around. We're going to take a short break here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here in the bottom of the 4th, Tyler Dorsch at the plate for the Cougars. Looks at that one for strike 1. Umpire getting some help from the first base ump on that one and calls strike 2. Dorsch quickly in an 0-2 count now. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Santana, having himself a fantastic day. Brings up number 52 for the Cougars, Tyler Crater. Cougars still struggling to get their footing offensively, as Crater looks at that for strike 1. Santana throwing 4 strikeouts already today. Is that one high and away, a 2-1 count now. A swing and a miss there from Crater, 2-2. Crater, a big hitter for the Cougars last season, hitting .355 as Santana with another strikeout. He's doing the work for the Vikings. Quickly now, 2 outs. It's going to bring up Michael Kasich, who takes ball 1. That one in there for a strike. Kasich, swing and a miss there. As that ball high almost bounces off of Kasich's head, but ducks out of the way. Santana, 3.2 innings pitching so far, only thrown 46 as Kasich swing and a miss. Oh my goodness. Santana is having himself an inning as he quickly strikes out 3 Cougar batters with minimal effort, and the Cougars are heading back to play defense. We're going to take a quick break here as we head into the top of the 5th inning. Back here for the top of the 5th. Vikings lead the Cougars 2-0, a massive outing for the Vikings pitcher. A quick 3 strikeouts as McLaughlin is working on the mound still for the Cougars. This game's becoming a battle of the pitchers. McLaughlin working with 7 strikeouts in 4 innings pitched. As strike number 2 comes his way. For the Vikings, Santana also pitching 4 innings so far. 6 strikeouts as these two teams continue to battle. That ball fouled back, a 1-2 count now. As Knoll sends that one foul once again. That one catches the outside corner, and Wyatt McLaughlin's got himself an 8th strikeout of the day. A quick out here. It's going to bring up Karan for the Vikings. As that one hits for strike 1. So far today, Karan walked 1 time, struck out in his other at-bat, still looking for his first hit of the day. As that one catches for strike 2, Wyatt McLaughlin quickly got himself a favorable count here. As he gets set for the delivery, That one's going to be fouled back, keeping himself alive. Karan still looking for that hit on the day. McLaughlin still working for the Cougars here. As that ball hit foul up the third base line. Cougar third baseman Tyler Crater making the diving attempt. As that ball is going to be hit foul once again. Karan doing anything he can to keep himself alive in this at-bat. McLaughlin doing his part on the mound. As that one catches the outside corner, Wyatt McLaughlin does it again. Strike number 3. And quickly, the Cougars now have 2 outs at the hands of senior pitcher McLaughlin. Vikings needing to get something going here. Polanco batting with 2 outs, hoping to jumpstart this inning for the Vikings, as that misses for ball 2. As that ball is going to be popped up, Wyatt McLaughlin is fired up about getting out of this inning, doing his job, getting his squad fired up as the Cougars look to battle back here as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Lots of baseball coming your way. Don't go anywhere here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brandon Mahler at the plate for the Cougars, chops that one over. And Hartlob able to successfully grab the out. It's going to bring up the DH Eli Hickman. Cougars looking to get things going here. A quick 1 out. Hickman swings on that, sends it foul. Hickman already one hit on the day. Looking to add another, get things going for the Cougars. Last season, Hickman hitting a .250 for the Cougar squad, fouling that one back. A 1-2 count now. That ball misses outside for ball 2. Eldon Santana still working on the bump for the Vikings, doing a fantastic job for them. As a swing and a miss for Eli Hickman. Cougars quickly facing 2 outs. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Alejandro Munez. Munez looking to get things going. Already 2 outs. That one hits for strike 1. Santana picked up his 7th strikeout of the game a batter ago as Munez chops that one over, and Hartlob is able to do it again. A quick 1-2-3 inning for the Vikings. Puts the pressure back on the Cougars. Potentially seeing a pitching change for the Cougars that we will take care of when we come back as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, top of the 6th inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Cougars. The freshman right-handed pitcher, Dylan Ferraro, making his first appearance in the maroon and gold. As Freeman swings through that one to pick up strike 1. Final stat line for Wyatt McLaughlin: 5 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. 9 total strikeouts. Saw 23 batters. A fantastic season opener for McLaughlin. Able to get the Cougars out of some pinches there. As Freeman swings, sends that over to Crater at third. And able to get that out to start the inning off right. Berglund at the plate now for the Vikings. A quick first out, exactly what you're looking for as the Cougars. Ferraro doing his job on the mound as well, as he delivers strike one. Berglund connects, sends that one foul. Now facing an 0-2 count. Like I mentioned before, the Cougar squad has a lot of young arms, Ferraro being one of the many freshmen on this team, making his first appearance here, not only with the Cougars, but in a collegiate game, as that ball is hit out to right field. Gonna say that went foul. Little tough to see in that far corner there. But Berglund able to keep himself alive here. As a swing and a miss there, Dylan Ferraro gets his first career strikeout, and quickly the Cougars put 2 away. William Zetkowski at the plate for the Vikings watches strike number 1 passing by. As he sends that straight up the middle, Munoz with the sliding grab and able to successfully get the throw and get the Cougars out of the inning. A very athletic play from the freshman shortstop. A fantastic outing for the Cougars to get the inning closed quickly. Cougars keeping the momentum with them as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Santana still going to be dishing on the mound for the Vikings. We're going to take a quick break here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for some more Cougar baseball action. Bottom of the 6th, Cougars trailing the Vikings 2-0. Yashawn Boswell at the plate. as he takes ball 2. That one catches the corner for strike 1. Cougars only 2 hits on the day. Haven't been able to score off of any of it as Boswell pops that out to left field, and it's going to drop. He rounds first, heads to second, loses his helmet in the process, but a stand-up double for Boswell jump starts things for this Cougar squad. Exactly what they need to happen right now. It's going to bring up freshman outfielder James Klopke Jr. Cougars now have a runner in scoring position. The tying run at the plate. Klopke looks to bunt, lays one down the first base line, and is going to successfully make it to first. A fantastic bunt there from the freshman. Going to advance Boswell over to third. Runners now in prime scoring position as Cahigas at the plate. As that ball misses outside for ball 1. Still no outs here as Santana checks Klopke over at first. Cahigas chasing his first hit of the day. Watches strike 1 go by. Before today, Cahigas 4 hits, 8 at-bats. As he gets underneath that, pops it high into right field. And Boswell's going to tag. The throw is not in time. Cougars are on the board. Klopke's going to stay where he's at, but Boswell will score. Bringing Tyler Dorsch to the plate for the Cougars. Officially on the board. Cougars now cut this from a 2-run deficit to 1 run. The tying run over at first. The go-ahead run at the plate in Tyler Dorsch. That ball outside for ball 1. That one just misses. Ball 2. Ball 3, quickly a 3-0 count in favor of Dorsch. Only 1 out. Santana still working on the mound for the Vikings. As that one hits for strike 1. Klopke sliding back over to first. Gonna take a quick time. Looks like Santana is favoring his right leg, potentially an awkward step, while CUC athletic trainer Alex Sikora makes a dash out to check things out. We're going to take a quick break here while things get settled, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Cougar fans, thanks for tuning in to today's broadcast. For all things Cougar Baseball, head to Twitter or Instagram, type in CUC Baseball, and you'll find our page.
Or visit CUCougars.com. Thanks again. Go Cougs!
Back here in the bottom of the sixth, Cougars trail the Vikings 2-1. Had a quick pitching change for the Vikings as Tyler Dorsch is going to take a walk there, bringing up Tyler Crater. Runners now at first and second for the Cougars. Only one out. Now on the mound, Crater popping that one up. Runners holding where they're at. Klopke thought about tagging up, but hesitated. A shallow hit there into center. Cougars now with 2 outs. Pitching for the Vikings, CJ Filippic. Cougars with a chance to tie things up. Kasich popping up to a very similar spot is going to close the inning. Vikings able to get out of that pinch there. And Cougars leave 2 on base off 1 run and 1 hit in the inning. We're going to take a quick break as the Cougar defense looks to start holding the fort down, and we're going to get a pitching change for the Cougars as well. We will be back here in just a few minutes on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the top of the 7th, Cougars trailing the Vikings 2-1. New arm on the mound for the Cougars, number 12, Richard Gomez. Gomez, a freshman from Chicago, making his 2nd appearance of the season. 2 strikeouts thus far for the youngin. At the plate for the Vikings, Ben Gutowski looking to keep the Vikings ahead as he now looks at a 3-1 count. As a full count now. The delivery gets him swinging. Boswell at second, able to collect it, gets the out at first. Taking a look at Dylan Ferraro's final stat line from the last inning. 1 inning pitched, 1 strikeout. Only faced 3 batters. A very solid outing for the freshman. As that ball is going to drop into left center. Hartlob holds up at second, having himself a day. Perez now at the plate for the Vikings. 1 out here. As Gomez delivers ball 1. That one catches inside. Perez thought about swinging, didn't, but took the strike anyway. That ball misses low and away. Mahler taking a second to chit-chat with his pitcher. Perez, 1 hit on the day, 2 strikeouts. Looking to balance that out a little bit. Sun continuing to shine down here near St. Louis. As that ball is popped up, Muñez calling for it and successfully able to grab it to knock another out. Cougars now 2 outs, runner on second. Knoll at the plate for the Vikings. A swing and a miss there. Knoll as well. 2 strikeouts on the day, 1 hit. Hoping to balance that out a little bit as he fouls that one along the first baseline. Knoll finds himself with an 0-2 count now. Richard Gomez a strike away from a fast inning here. As that ball high and inside for ball 1. Gomez gets set with the delivery. Strike 3, Richard Gomez, fire me up! The freshman is ecstatic to get out of that inning. Cougars do it again and continue to look at the bullpen as we're going to see another pitching change after that fantastic outing from Richard Gomez. We're going to take a quick break here. Cougars trying to capitalize off the momentum shift, keep the bats hot, and start to work their way into it. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see you back here in just a few on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the bottom of the 7th. Brandon Mahler at the plate, swings at the first pitch and is able to drop it into shallow center. Quickly finds his way to base. A good way to get it done. Puts Eli Hickman at the plate for the Cougars. That ball gets past. Mahler's going to find his way to second. Mahler in scoring position now. A base hit here from Hickman easily could tie things up as that ball misses inside for ball 2. Hickman pops that one up, and it's going to drop. Mahler hesitated, was waiting for it, and successfully makes his way to third. A nice little blooper there for Hickman. Freshman Alejandro Muñez back at the plate. Had a great hit for the Cougars in the last inning. Mahler a ways away. That ball is going to get down into the outfield. Mahler's going to score. That ball's rolling. Hickman is rounding third. Hickman's going. Hickman's going to safely make it to home, and the Cougars take the lead. A fantastic monster hit from the freshman and speedy base running from Hickman. Cougars officially take the lead for the first time of the game at the hands of freshman Alejandro Muñez. It's going to bring Yashawn Boswell to the plate, but we're going to get a quick break here from the Vikings staff. So we're going to take a quick break here as we get ready for what could potentially be another pitching change, but stay tuned. We've got ourselves a ball game here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Hey there, Cougar fans. We appreciate you tuning in today's game. To stay up to date on all things CUC Baseball,
follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CUC Baseball.
We'll see you on campus soon.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom.
Back here on the Cougar Sports Network. If you're just now joining us, you've missed a very exciting game so far. Cougars just now taking the lead over the Vikings 3-2 at the hands of a big-time double from Muñez. Vikings see a pitching change. Shane Foley on the mound, and Boswell is going to wear the first pitch. Gonna bring up another freshman, James Klopke Jr. Bases, runners now on first and second. We'll take a look at some final numbers there for this Vikings pitching squad. As Foley delivers that one, Klopke's going to foul it off on the bunt attempt. Klopke safely reached first in his last at-bat off a bunt. Vikings been struggling since their starting pitcher Santana went down with an injury. He pitched 5.1 innings, 7 strikeouts, only allowed 1 run. CJ Filippic came in after that injury, pitched about 0.2 of an inning, and gave up 2 runs and 3 hits to give the Cougars this lead. Klopke again looking to bunt, pulls away. A 2-1 count now. First appearance on the season for Foley. Made 14 appearances last season for the Vikings, though. As Klopke looks at ball 3, a 3-1 count. As he successfully drops that bunt and can't quite get to the bag in time. It was close, but moves the runners around. Gonna bring up Cajigas back at the top of the order. That one misses for ball 1. Cajigas fouls that one back. That one just inside. Cajigas still chasing his first hit of the day. That one drops for ball 3, a 3-1 count now. with the chance to load the bases up here. And he finds his way to first, bases loaded. Tyler Dorsch at the plate. That one low for ball one. Dorsch been walked and struck out so far today. Top hitter for this Cougar squad last year. That one catches inside for strike one. Last season with this Cougar team, Dorsch was hitting a .396. 5 home runs on the season. One out here. Takes a chop at that. It's going to pop up nice and high. Going foul. And unable to make the catch is Berglund. Losing it in the sun and the wind. Dorsch is going to keep himself alive a little while longer. A 1-2 count now. Bases loaded, 1 out. A base hit here scores at least 1. Extends this Cougar lead a little bit more. The pitch outside for ball 2. The Vikings dugout incredibly unhappy with that call. Foley looking to keep the Cougars at bay as he delivers this one. Dorsch pops it straight up in the air. Once again going foul, but this time Berglund able to make the catch. And Cougars quickly 2 outs, bases loaded. Tyler Crater at the plate. Cougars this weekend struggled to get things going with 2 outs. As that one misses low. Crater chops at that one, sends it into the Cougar dugout. A 1-1 count now. Foley hoping to get out of this inning. That one's in the dirt. Munoz coming home, and he's going to successfully make it. Cougars go up another run. Zatkowski unable to keep that in front of him. And all the runners are going to advance on that pass ball. Crater still with the 2-1. Make that 3-1 count. Great base running there from the freshman. to read that bounce and make the dash for home, get the Cougars up by 2 here. Crater now facing a full count. Full count, 2 outs, runners on second and third. As he connects with that, sends it sky high into center field. And Knoll able to make the grab and get the Vikings out of that inning. A monstrous inning for the Cougars. 3 runs scored. Cougars finally take the lead here. We're heading to the top of the 8th. Cougars on top, 4-2. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Still a lot of baseball left to play. We're going to take a short break here as we get another pitching change for the Cougars, but we'll get all of that information to you when we come back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network for the top of the 8th inning. Cougars found success at the bats in the 7th inning, picking up 3 runs to go ahead, 4-2. Cougars quick pitching change this inning. Anthony Polano coming in for the Cougars, his 2nd appearance of the season. Polano pitched 1 inning with 3 strikeouts as Karan grounds out to Boswell at second. One out here. Polanco at the plate for the Vikings. As that ball misses outside. If you're just now joining us, thank you for being here on the Cougar Sports Network with me. It's a beautiful day for baseball as that ball is hit deep into center field, but Klopke able to get under it, and the Cougars quickly have 2 outs. Freeman at the plate now, looking to jump start this inning for the Vikings. Vikings held the lead for the majority of the game. Consistent hitting. Cougars finding success in one inning here to steal the lead from the Vikings. That one in there for strike one. Freeman sends that. Muñez makes the diving attempt, but that's going to get through the middle. Keep the Vikings alive in this inning for a little while longer. Berglund at the plate now. Freeman picks up his second hit of the day. Been a pretty consistent hitter for the Vikings. In his 2 games prior to this, was hitting .400. Leading this year for the Vikings. Two outs now. Polano with the delivery. Catches that outside corner for strike one. These two teams traveling all the way down near St. Louis to chase some better weather to play baseball. A little bit chilly back north. River Forest saw some snow yesterday as Freeman successfully steals second. Cougars typically looking for those pickoffs, but in the last few innings, haven't seen many attempts as Polano steps off the mound. Two outs here. Polano looking to end things here pretty scot-free as Freeman takes off and is going to safely make it to third. Slowly working his way around the bases to put himself into a better position. Before today, Freeman 1 of 2 on stolen bases, picking up at least 2 here today. That ball misses for ball 3. A full count now for Berglund. As that one is hit deep into center field. Klopke tracking it and gets it. Polano gets the Cougars out of the inning and is fired up. Cougars able to overcome a handful of stolen bases there from Freeman and head to the bottom of the 8th, still on top. We're going to take a quick break here as we get ready for the Cougars to hit the offense, looking to extend this lead. Don't go anywhere here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here in the bottom of the 8th, Cougars on top of the Vikings, 4-2. New arm on the mound. Number 16, Jonah Palmer, senior from Smithville, Missouri. As Kasich swings at that and quickly finds himself with an 0-2 count. Kasich, 2 strikeouts on the day, looking to break that streak. Still chasing his first hit of the day. Checks that one. Takes it for ball 2. That one high and away, makes this a full count now. As Kasich takes ball 4 and finds his way to base. It's going to bring up Brandon Mahler for the Cougars. Shane Foley pitched last inning for the Vikings. Successfully pitched a full inning. Walked 1. No strikeouts. Facing 5 batters. But managed to hold the runs back as Mahler fouls that one straight back. Gonna get a new ball here. Palmer's first appearance of the season for the Vikings. Appeared in 8 games last season. As that one misses for ball 1. Palmer, 21 strikeouts on the season last year with the Vikings. Struggling to get in a groove here as Mahler sits with a 2-2 count now. That one high, a full count now. Mahler coming back from an 0-2 count. Gets himself in a comfortable position here. No outs, runner on first. Connects and drops that one right into center field. A base hit to move the runners around. Gonna bring up Eli Hickman. Two runners on base now. Cougars in a really comfortable position here. And Hickman's just going to wear that one to load the bases up. So bases loaded now. Alejandro Muñez at the plate. Head coach Colin Connor taking a quick second to chit-chat with Muñez. The freshman has had a stellar game so far. for the Cougars. He's the reason that the Cougars were able to successfully take the lead after he dropped a monster hit into the outfield. But head coach for the Vikings, Chris Krepline, going to take a quick second to talk with his team. So while he does that, we're going to take a brief break here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Cougar Nation, it's your favorite set of twins, Brandon and Jake. We're coming at you with a commercial.
We love the support you give us on and off the field. To donate to our athletic communications department, hit the thank you button. This helps us continue to have the best live streams possible for some great Cougar baseball moments.
Thank you and enjoy the game. Roll Cougs!
Back here in the bottom of the 8th, bases loaded, no outs. Munoz lets that one go for ball 1. Munoz, 2 hits on the day, 2 RBIs. The reason the Cougars went ahead here. Takes that one for the first strike. Connects with that one, and the Vikings are going to try to turn the double play, which they do. A great stop from Freeman, able to successfully turn the double play and start to get the momentum shifted back towards the Vikings. Cougars now 2 outs. Is that one low for ball 1? Kasich and Mahler both advancing on that last one, so the Cougars do take a extended lead. So that one is in there for a strike. Boswell at the plate, swings that, and it's going to get through the 6-hole. Mahler's going to score a base hit there to put the Cougars up even more. The bats are coming alive here. Klopke Jr. at the plate now. Cougars up 6-2. That one misses for ball 1. That one fouled straight back. Going to land right in front of the press box, out of play. Klopke still chasing his first hit of the day. Successfully made it on base off an error from the pitcher. As he takes ball 2. Cougar dugout getting a little rowdy down there. Liking the looks of this game as Klopke pops this straight up into the infield. And Berglund will be able to grab it to close the inning. Cougars able to do some damage though and take a further lead at 6-2. We head to the top of the 9th. Vikings need to make a run here to stay in the game. Cougars looking for 3 quick outs. Still a lot of time to play baseball, though. 9th inning action coming your way in just a few minutes here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the top of the 9th. Cougars on top 6-2. New arm on the mound for the Cougars. Number 7, Dave Dimling. Sends that one in there for ball 1. Dimling making his 2nd appearance of the season. Chasing his first strikeout, though. A belated happy birthday to Dimling. Celebrated his birthday yesterday. No better way than playing some baseball. As that one misses for ball 2. Zatkowski at the plate for the Vikings, needing to get things going. Have a 4-run deficit they need to overcome to keep this game alive. Fouls that one back. Last year, these two teams battled things out in a 10-inning thriller. Cougars overcame the Vikings lead as Boswell gloves it and can't get it to Kasich in time. A wild throw is going to get Zatkowski on base. Gutowski up now. Again, looking to keep things going for the Vikings. A tough mistake to make this late in the game. Vikings needing to capitalize on their advantage here. 1 runner on base. Cougars looking to close things out as Dimling looks back. Once again, Dimling checks Zatkowski back at first, not trying to give up any more unnecessary bases today. Correction, so we're going to have a pinch runner over at first for Zakowski. In number 5, Jeremy Peddle. Peddle's first appearance of the season. Deimling trying to take advantage of that and get him over at first. As they're going to call that a strike, say that he swung through a 1-2 count now. Still no outs for the Cougars. Deimling checks back once more. Gutowski, 1 hit on the day. As that misses low and away for ball 2. Cougars 3 outs away from their first win of the season. As that one low, full count now. Both dugouts getting a little rowdy, trying to boost morale as that fouls off. I think it hit off of Gutowski. But he's going to keep himself alive a little while longer. Still full count here. As Gutowski's going to take that walk and is fired up about it. Cougars are going to take a quick time. Head pitching coach for the Cougars, Matt Smith, making his way out to talk to Deimling and the rest of the infield. Fire him up a little bit, get the energy going here in the top of the 9th. While they're chit-chatting, we're going to take a quick break here on the Cougar Sports Network.
I'm Connor.
No, I'm Connor.
Wait, I'm Connor.
Do you know where I can find more about Concordia Chicago?
Yeah, head to cuchicago.edu to find out more.
We appreciate you guys tuning in to our game today. Hope to see you soon. Go Cougs. Hi, Mom.
Back here, top of the 9th. Deimling still working on the bump for the Cougars. Tate Hartlob at the plate, having himself a fantastic day. As he takes that one for ball 1. 2 hits for the freshman, both stand-up doubles. Continuing on that trend for Hartlob would significantly help the Vikings here. Deimling struggling a little bit. Vikings trail by 4. Need to keep things rolling here as that ball is deep into center. Klopke able to grab it. Petal tags up and is going to safely make it to third. Gutowski staying where he's at over on first. 1 out now. Perez at the plate for the Vikings. As that one's in there for strike one. Dimling checking on Gutowski over at first. Perez fouls that one back. 0-2 count now. Dimling a strike away from his first strikeout of the season. Dimling, 7 appearances last season for the Cougars. This being his second this season. Swing and a miss. Dimling gets his first strikeout of the season. And the Cougars have 2 away. Cougars are 1 out away now from their first win of the season. Vikings need 4 to keep this game alive. Knoll at the plate now. Lets that one pass him by for strike one. Gutowski's going to take off for second in what might be the slowest stolen base I've seen. Mahler looked at him and let him go. No sense in risking the throw down with a runner on third, as that one is in there for a ball. Knoll, 1 hit on the day, 3 strikeouts. As that one high for another ball. Base hit from Knoll will start to chip away at this Cougar lead. Cougars just trying to successfully get one more out here as Dimling delivers that one inside for ball 4. The runners stay where they are and bases are loaded. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The tying run at the plate in senior outfielder Jacob Karan. That one hits for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 strike away from getting out of this jam for Dave Dimling. Vikings trying to stay alive here. Dimeling gets set. And the delivery. Strike three! Dave Dimeling does it, and the Cougars get the win! CUC with their first win of the season at the hands of Dave Dimeling. A fantastic strikeout to close this game. The Cougars picking up their first win of the season. A big-time outing, a fantastic job across the board for the Cougars. Get some final numbers here. 5 pitchers for the Cougars. Wyatt McLaughlin, 5 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts. Dylan Ferraro, Richard Gomez, Anthony Polano, and Dave Dimeling an inning apiece to close this game. Dimeling 2 strikeouts in the top of the 9th to really close this thing out. Cougars needed this win after starting the season 0-2. Gonna head back to River Forest with a 1-2 record, while the Vikings head back to Wisconsin with a 2-1 record. A fantastic outing for both teams, as Cougars will look to wrap things up following this St. Louis trip. They're going to take a little bit of a break before heading down to Florida to chase some better weather once again, as their next game doesn't come until Saturday, March 2nd, down in Florida. For everybody that tuned in today on the Cougar Sports Network, I want to say thank you, as always, for supporting Concordia Athletics. My name was Kayla McLeod, on the call with you all day today, all weekend actually. One more time, Cougars take the victory to close the trip. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next time on the Cougar Sports Network.